What is up, my friends? Jesse here with Just Man Sports Cards. Today we're going to do my top 50 sports cards of 2024. This will strictly be off value. I'll go off the value, and I'll also go off of the pop report. So I'll throw that up too. I have a cheat sheet, and I got all that ready to go. So card number 50. This is a PSA 10 tempered steel, an insert in metal of that year. It's like a 20 card set. So the value I have on this is $380. So that's what it takes to crack my top 50 this year. This is a pop 20 and obviously none higher. So that was card 50. Card number 49. I could easily see this being worth more. These are pretty rare. Michael Jordan. This is the Rain Man members only version. It's got the stamp here. Correctly labeled by PSA, 1995, and I have this valued at $385, so just $5 more than the Kevin Garnett. And in a PSA 9, this is a pop 23 with 5 higher, so that's what 28 cards floating around. Most of the stuff you'll see today is low pop. Card number 48 is the Flair Anticipation. By Flair. Sorry, here I'm trying to get my paperwork at easy spot to read. Okay, I think I'm all situated now. Flair 95. This is an insert. It's embossed, which simply means it's been risen or rised, or however you want to see that. You can see the embossing on the back as well. Some people will call it a shadow card or a ghost card as well. Very artistic card. PSA 9. This is a value of $390. 270 copies in a PSA 9, and there's 102 PSA 10s. Next up is our first Timmy. It's going to be a pretty heavy Jordan list. That's because I mainly collect, but it's a good mix, and some cards you guys have never seen that have been tucked away, stashed, that I bought this year. So this is the Luminous members only version in PSA 9. You can see the writing here. I have this valued at $390. I didn't pull the pop report on that for some reason. I think that's the only one I missed. Card number 46. Got this raw at a card show in California. Graded PSA 9. Gotta watch the backs on these. Typically you'll see chipping along here. Sometimes the corners will be dinged up. Other than that, you should be good to go. These, I have this valued at $395. In a PSA 9, it's pop 13 with only 2 higher. So it's like, 15 copies in this grade or higher. Pretty rare. Next card up, card number 45 is the Vortex 96. This is, you can see all the embossing through there. Kind of like a very James Bondy Jordan. That's why I've kind of always liked it. Chipping is notorious on the backs here. You can see the white along the edges, especially the top and bottom. This is a pretty clean copy. I have this valued at $420. And a PSA 7, there's 48 copies, and there's 84 copies higher. So still fairly rare for a Jordan to insert. Anything under 100, 150 copies is pretty rare. Next one is, I'll pop up the pictures. I have this at a vault. I do have some cards at a vault. It's the 1996 UD3 Super Spotlight Jordan. One of these cards will be mine, and then the other ones, it just is a better picture than what my vault took. These just have slowly gained in popularity. I have this valued at $420. In a PSA 9, there's 39 copies with 3 higher. You can get an Iverson rookie in this, Shaq's in this set. Pretty cool set if it's your cup of tea. Card number 42, Jordan Refractor. You would think all Jordan Refractors are rare, but you just need to pay attention to the pop reports. Some of them aren't that rare. I really like this one because Akeem's on the back as well. My hands are a little warm. I warmed up today here. So Jordan Refractor. I have this valued at $420. And a PSA 8, there's 46 copies and 63 higher, so that's a little over 100 copies. Gorgeous card. We'll keep it moving. Number 42. It's top prop, members only. Trying to get one card. These are much more shiny in hand. Most the eBay listings don't do them justice, but they have quite a bit of shine to them. And then they have a Gary Payton on the back. This is the members only version. The members only on this one is always really hard to read, but right there's, you can see it printed. So these are pretty hard or pretty easy to miss. Just make sure they have that PSA is labeled it right. I have this valued at $425. I feel like these could be a lot higher. In the PSA 9, there's 18 with only 4 copies higher, so that's 22 cards in this grade or higher. Definitely feel like that has room to run. Not investment advice, just things that I think about. So this is card 41. Got this in a lot off eBay. Bought the whole set, graded it, picked out the best 3 or 4 cards to send in, and of course I sent the Jordan in. I got a 9, incredible grade, $430, 227 with 29 higher. Little higher pop, but Jordan's older stuff tends to hold value pretty well. Next one on the list. This is what's shot up the most. This wasn't even on the list last year. He's got 3 cards in this set. This is the only one that I have. These are incredibly hard to find. It's the 1995. I call it Joan. I don't know if that's right. Greek. The backs are like this. I have the Kareem. I have the Shaq. I have a Stockton. I have a couple other, maybe Magic Johnson. These are extremely, extremely rare. I think someone's figured that out. It doesn't take too many people before they get snapped up. So in a PSA 8, this is a pop 4 with 3 higher. It's only 7 copies. I have this valued at $450. Definitely the highest mover. This went probably not in my top 200 cards to in my top 50 in 1 year. So that one really shot up. This is a new pickup this year. I've been trying to focus a little more on completing my members only set. This is a ghost card. These do not pop up much. People that collect this set, this is the one of the ones that is really, really hard to find. I paid strong for it. I have it valued at $460 in a PSA 6. It's a pop 3 with only 9 higher. You can see the members only writing on the back. So only 12 copies in this grade or higher. So really, really rare card. Kevin Garnett, PSA 10, Skybox Lottery. This is a pop 21. I have it valued at $470. You don't really see these pop up. The 8s and 9s float around out there. The 10s you rarely see, maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 years. So people typically pay strong for it. At $470. I think that's still a good deal. Card number 37 on the list. Nikola Jokic, the Cosmic. These are numbered out of 100. I really like it. It's color match, blue on blue. I really like the Revolution. Out of 100 here. There's 2 other subsets that are numbered lower. There's like the Futura and I forget what the other one. They're like 75 and 25. I bought this before they won their championship. So this is done well while I've held it. I have it at $500. In the PSA 8, it's a pop 12 with 11 higher. Let me make sure I said that right. Yep, pop 12, 11 higher. Jokic, Cosmic, out of 100. And then we have Garnett, 95, Natural Born Thrillers. This is card 36 on the list. I have this valued at $500, so the same as the Jokic. And a PSA 10, this is a pop 81 with 0 higher. Jordan's in this set, obviously. or if you didn't know, he's in this. It's a big card for Jordan. These dipped last year around 350 is what they were going for, and then they came back and they've been doing 450, 500, 550 pretty strongly. I think that's a more realistic price for them. Next card is I have it at the one of the vaults, card number 35, 1972. Dr. J, Julius Erving, rookie. It's a PSA 6, and this is a population of 1,182 with 2,304 higher. This is dipped over the last 2 to 3 years, probably just because the population and people have just been moving into the higher grades. So it is what it is, but that's my highest grade Julius Erving rookie card that I own. I own another one, but it's in a lesser grade. Next up is also in the vault, card number 34, Allen Iverson, Thunder, and Lightning, PSA 8. I bought this raw off eBay and graded it, so that's helped me out there. I have it valued at $505. Kind of arbitrary number there, but you got to separate stuff somehow. Gorgeous card in hand. The picture doesn't do it justice, but you can look them up and see people move them around. They glow in the dark too, so that's another reason. And they've really taken off in value over the last year or two. Next card is Skybox, Michael Jordan. People call it Electrified. That's card 278. I graded this myself as well. I used to buy boxes of this, and I've opened 4 boxes of this chasing meltdowns. I opened 1 on the channel. The other 3 I did just in my own free time before they really moved up in price of the boxes. So this was pack pulled by me and graded by me, and I have this valued at $510, card number 33. And we'll get into card number 32. Another Jordan Platinum. These were 1 per box, like 200 cards in this set. So it'd take you like 200 boxes to pull the Jordan. Pretty condition sensitive. Of all of his Platinums, this is the one that sells for the most. It's got Shaq, and then it's a great dunking pose. So that's the reason behind that. I have it valued at $540, and a PSA 9. It's a pop 81 with 10 higher, so under 100 there. Next up is the only credentials that I own from the 96 set, Kevin Garnett. I bought this off eBay, man, quite a while ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Graded it myself. So it's finally probably caught back up into value what I paid for it. I bought it at the card peak or whatever, even though it was raw. So very happy to have this in my collection. Really rounds out my KJ collection. I feel like it's a value of $540, card number 31. And a PSA 7, it's a pop 11 with 20 higher. Next one, picked this up a year or 2 ago. I did an Instagram deal on this. So thankfully before they shot up, it's kind of got a honeycomb finish. The card in hand, I've never held them in hand, but supposedly they're wavy, so very thin stock. This is from his rookie year. So big man on court, and this is card number 30. I have it valued at $560. And then in a PSA 9, it's a pop 24 with 23 higher. So the next card on the list is card number 29, Michael Jordan, 1999. As you can tell with the picture, this is in a vault. I graded this myself, the Spxcitement. I have it valued at $600. And a PSA 10, it's a pop 135. So next up is another card I graded myself. Pack pulled. So I did pack pull a Jordan. These cards have really moved up in value the last year, the Meltdown. You can see why it's a great looking card. Kind of watch top to bottom centering. This can be really down low. Anyways, this is card 28. I have it valued at 630. I own 3 copies of this. Graded them all myself. I had 2 7s. And just with the recent price movements, I sold both of my 7s just to try to consolidate a little bit and help pay for some of my other hobby stuff. You can still tell my hands are a little warm. Anyways, I said the population on this, didn't I? I can't remember. It's a pop 251 with 81 higher. So fairly rare, but not super rare is the way I would say. Kareem, the captain. I really like this card. Super glad to have it in my collection. Card number 27, Prizm Gold from 2015. I have this valued at $695. I brought down the value of this from last year just because some of the golds from this year have slipped in value. So it is what it is. These are numbered to 10. If you don't know, this is 2 of 10. So this is in a PSA 9. I lost. Okay, here's my line. It's a pop 2 with 1 higher. So I actually own both the 9s. So the 10 is floating out there somewhere. And I don't think there's any 8s graded. I could be wrong. Card number 26 is another Michael Jordan. It'll be in the vault. This is a pickup from this year. This is a set that I got really turned on to this year and have put more focus into. It's the Star Attractions Gold. These came out of a really limited edition print run. They call it like the Arco pack. It's like has 19 cards in it. It's the only ones that you can pull the Star Attractions out of. The packs are impossible to find. The front is gold. It's kind of hard to tell because you have to kind of move it around to see the gold, but then the backs are gold as well. I have this valued at $700 and a PSA 8. It's a pop 14 with only 2 higher. So that's what, 16 copies. So Jordan I've really liked in a new pickup this year. And cracking the top 25. So we'll start to get in even more big boy cards. These are all big boy cards for me, the top 50. This is High Risers 9. Graded this myself, members only. This is embossed as well. Just incredible shine. The back has the members only version on it. And I have this valued at $750. It's a pop 30 with 11 higher. People always like shiny Michael Jordan. The next is my only big boy card or tall boy card. It's the Kareem. Might be a little hard to get fully on the camera with the angle I have. It's a PSA 4. Corners are soft and the registration's a little light. The colors don't quite pop, and they will ding for slightly faded cards. This is, I would call it slightly, with a little bit of color. It'd probably be a 5, and then you can tell the corners are probably a 4. Anyways, this is his rookie, Kareem Lou Alcindor. Lou Alcindor, he had his 69, 70, and 71 were all Lou Alcindor, and then the 72 tops, which goes for quite a bit of money, is his first Kareem card. I mean, he was Kareem through it all, but I have this valued at $750. It's a pop 948 and a 4, and then there's 2,360 higher. And then moving into card number 23 is the Scoring Kings. Probably one of Jordan's most iconic cards. I think that does it pretty good justice. PSA 8. This is, I have it at $800 value. It's a pop 1,038. So let me say that again. A pop 1,038 with 461 higher. So there's a big price jump from 8s to 9s just because there's half as many when you make that jump. So just something to keep in mind. The next card 22, is at a vault. Tim Duncan, 1997. The Infert base card, PSA 10. I have this valued at 900. It's a pop 13 with none higher. So I think just the fact that it's a 10 and there's only 13 copies really helps the value there. But it's $900, and that's card number 22. Card number 21 is Michael Jordan. It's the Ionix, Skyonix. This was 1 in 72 packs. At the PSA 10, I have it valued at 900. There's 48 copies out there, and that's probably why it's not more than 900 is. Just at 48 copies floating around, that's enough to suppress the price a little bit. The next up on the list, this was new to the collection this year. I bought this raw off of eBay, sent it in, got a PSA 10. Just big one there. It's the gold version, so these were 1 per box. So I don't know, it'd take you like 100 and I forget. It's like 150 boxes to get one of these. You can see the gold here, the gold here, the gold on his name as well. And then, okay, they didn't do it for this. Sometimes Upper Deck will also make the hologram gold on some of the gold cards, and that does help distinguish them. But this one, it's clear enough from the front, I think, to tell that it's gold. Anyways, Garnett, new in the collection, cracks the top 20. I have this valued at 900 as well, so the same as the other card. But I put this one a little ahead because in a PSA 10, there's only 11 copies out there. So card number 19 is the 1995 Warp Speed, members only. The sun is setting here, so my light keeps changing on me because I'm sitting next to a window. So it's a little interesting how it's going, but I think we're doing pretty good. That's a good angle right there, right? So PSA 8, these are quite rare. It's got the members only stamp on it, and I have it valued at $925. And a PSA 8, it's a pop 16 with only 5 higher, so that's 21 copies floating out in that grade or higher. Another Michael Jordan. This is the Beam Team from 95. The Beam Teams in Series 1 and Series 2 look different. This is Series 2. Series 1 has the Shaq in it, and the members only are a little harder to tell in Series 1. Die cut, so you can see the words Beam Team have been cut out, the face. So pretty tough grade. They like to chip on the back as well. So I have this valued at $950 and a PSA 8. It is a pop 35 with 25 higher. So a little less rare than the last card, but a little higher value, I think. I can't always tell why that is. People don't always put everything on rarity. Some of it comes down to aesthetics. So that's important to remember for myself and just to remind myself. Card number 17, this is at a vault. It's the 2002 Michael Jordan Beam Team. These are numbered out of 500. I have this valued at $950. I bought this raw and graded myself. I thought it had a shot at a 9 or 10. So I'm down still a little bit on this card, but it is what it is. I'm not letting it go. These are hard to get back. This is a pop 13 with 35 higher. So anything Jordan numbered is hard to come by. This is a new pickup this year. Help with my members only set. This was an Instagram deal as well, I believe. We worked it out through Instagram. This is also probably the most or the second hardest. The stuff from 97 members only Jordan is, especially the inserts, it's the toughest stuff to find. So I'm glad to have this as a cornerstone piece. I have this valued at $1,100. Is that right? No, I have it valued at $950. My bad. I read the next card up, and this is card number 16. And a PSA 8, it's a pop 4 with 8 higher. So 12 of these bad boys, and it's grade or higher. So this is card 15. This is also a new pickup this year, the Fusion, members only. So let's see here. I have this valued at $1,100, and a PSA 8. It's the highest graded. There's 8s and no 9s or no 10s. You can see some chipping on the bottom. That's not uncommon. And you can see the members only version. It seems like where they ding the most is this gold area over here. Can get creases in it, and that's clean. That's really hard to find. I have a raw copy sitting here. Can you see those creases? I realize this is in a plastic baggie and stuff, so it's hard to see. That's what you want to watch out for. This is like probably a 5, because they'll call that a light crease in the front. It doesn't run all the way through, but that's clean. That's what you're looking for. They'll allow a little whiting, but so a new pickup, highest graded copy there. Super glad to have that. The next 2 cards are at a vault. Card number 14 is the 95 Stadium Club members only. Bought this raw as well. Most of the PSA 10s in my collection I bought raw. I always struggled to pay the PSA 10 price, but if I grade it and get it, I'm more than happy to keep it. I have this valued at $1,100 as well, and it's a pop 15. So some of these cards you could like flip flop 1 or 2 spots because I have the values so close, but you have to figure out how to draw the line somewhere. Card number 13 is the 97 Michael Jordan Quick Strike. I have this valued at $1,200, and then PSA 9 is a pop 124 with 19 higher. These are like a refractor finish, so the pictures don't do them justice here. Next up is the Jordan Natural Born Thrillers. Very iconic card. It's got like a canvasy back. This is a high dollar set back in the day. I forget how much they were a pack. They were like $3-4 a pack at the time. So boxes have gotten really expensive now. Anyways, PSA 9, I bought this graded, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. It was like the first really, really big Jordan I bought. I bought it at the peak. It's finally kind of came back to where it was at the price I bought it, which is nice. It's $1,200. It's a pop 242 with 56 higher. And that was card number 12 on the list. We'll get into our first baseball and only baseball. Card number 11, Ken Griffey Jr., the Fusion Sterling. It's a PSA 9. So it's all die cut. I think you call that die cut, right? Correct me down below if I'm wrong. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Tell a friend. These are out of 500. And I have this valued at $1,300. It's a pop 8 with 2 higher. So Griffey's 90s stuff is starting to move. So next card on the list, card number 10 is a Michael Jordan. It's at a vault. I graded this myself. SPX Prolifics, one of the rare inserts from that set. I have it valued at $1,300, and a PSA 10, it's a pop 17. So pretty low pop for a PSA 10 Michael Jordan. Number 9 on the list, 1996 Stadium Club Special Forces members only. Foil card, great shine. Members only version. Has a members only version on the back. I have this valued at $1,500. Great card, very rare. And a PSA 9 is a pop 8 with 6 higher. So we'll keep the train moving. Number 9 is, that was number 9. This is number 8. I also have this at the vault, the Spxtreme. So this has got a slightly better photo than the Prolifics, but the Prolifics is a little more rare. But people seem to want to pay up for the SPX Extreme because they like the photo and kind of the color match. It's also using the same photo as the Natural Born Thrillers, if you notice that. I have this valued at $1,500, and it's a pop 52. Card number 7 is the 1972 Phil Jackson. This is his rookie card. PSA 9. It's a pop 65 with 4 higher, and I have this valued at $1,500. Card number 6 is the row 0. The rarest row in 96. Kobe's got a rookie. Ray Allen, Iverson, they all have a rookie in row 0. Gorgeous card. The legacy number to 100 is redonkulous in price. So this is valued at $1,600, and a PSA 9. It's a pop 135 with 37 higher. Awesome Jordan card. So we're moving into the top 5 here. The next card up I've never shown before, so that should be fun for viewers of the channel. If you're new or been around for a while. This is the 97 Hardcourt Heroics, card number 5. Can't remember if I said that already. $1,700 is what I have it valued at. PSA 9. It's a pop 7 with only 3 higher, and that's why these go for so much. Is they're so rare. Only 10 copies floating around in this grade or higher. There's not that many copies in general floating around. New to the list. Bought this, I forget, last year sometime. I didn't realize how big of a ghost card this was. Ghost, just like you never see it, is how I view that. The gold version of Clear Vision. I really like acetate cards. This is numbered out at 10. And there's only 3 of these graded. The PSA 9 is a pop 1. So this is the highest grade and the only one graded. So, and I've never seen, you can try to go find sales history on these, and it's just tough to find. I have this valued at $2,000. So hopefully the Denver Nuggets can get it together. Right now it's not looking promising, not scary, but not great type of thing. Card number 3 on the list, Michael Jordan Triumvirate. I don't know completely how to say that. Anyways, this is the members only version. He has 2 cards in this set. I have one of them. I need the other one still. It's a big boy card, the members only. So I need to bite the bullet and get that one. I have this valued at $2,000. There's one on eBay right now. He has it for $2,500, and I'm following it. And he sent out offers at $2,400. So that lets me know that maybe it eventually gets like snagged up. Right now, I'm valuing it at $2,000. Next card on the list is the Kobe Bryant. It's actually been knocked from the top spot this year, and it's Flair class of 96, PSA 10. I don't think I showed the pop value on the last one, but that's okay. So this is a pop 102 for Kobe Bryant, PSA 10, one of his rookie cards. And we'll get into the top card. This is a new pickup for me. Tim Duncan High Voltage 500. These are numbered to 500. These are not cheap. I think it's one of his best 3 rookie cards. Maybe his best one. People can argue with me about it or discuss, or however you want to view that. I have it valued at $2,800, so I had to go on a selling spree to kind of be able to pay for this. But that's good. It helped me consolidate some cards. And this is a pop 11. So there's actually been a couple graded this year that have got PSA 8s, but there's none higher. And that's the top 50 list. Like, subscribe, and tell a friend. And I'll catch everyone later. Peace.